Rock Hard Riffs, the rock and roll guitar channel. Well, hey there guys, this is Rock Hard Riffs, the rock and roll guitar channel for the self-taught. In today's video, we have another one of those love-hate type of videos about whatever type of guitar it is that we're talking about. In today's video, we are talking about hybrid guitars. Now here on your right, we have the Gibson SG Modern. This has a maple top. It has an awesome neck, just an incredible tapered neck, very specialized neck, ebony fretboard, 24, it's actually more like almost like 26 frets. It goes way up there. Here on your left, we have the ESP E2 Mystique. This also has a maple top. It also has a really awesome tapered neck on it and an ebony fretboard. These also happen to be my two most expensive guitars. Alright, so let's talk about love-hate. What do I love-hate about these things? Let's start off with what I hate about a hybrid guitar, let's say. Well, one is the cost. Seeing how these are my two most expensive guitars, I wish they weren't so expensive. This was the second guitar I had bought since I thought I'd try to start playing guitar again. And that was about, I don't know, 6 years ago, something like that. The first guitar I had was a name brand, but it was their lower echelon of that name brand. I'm not going to mention brands. And it was a piece of junk. I hated it. I wanted to drop the dime and get a really good guitar. And so I got this ESP E2. And it is a smoking guitar. But first we're talking about things that I don't like about it. Okay, the cost, yeah. How about, is it a super strat or is it not a super strat? And do I care? The term is just kind of weird, but I guess it is a super strat if you look at it from the upper and lower horn perspective on it. It has this kind of funny little shape down there at the bottom, doesn't it? So that's kind of much different than a strat. It also has humbuckers. This is the TB1 or SH1 and TB14 Seymour Duncan pickups on it. It also has a Floyd Rose original. But the things that I don't like about it is the weight. And again, I have to talk about specifics about a guitar, not just generalized hybrids, right? It's got to be specific about these. And the weight is one of them. This thing is a bit heavy. It's on the heavy side, that's for sure. Other things that I don't like about it, I think that's about it. I think the headstock is kind of cool. Oh yeah, here's something that I don't like about it. And that is ESP's way of marketing. This is actually, it should say ESP on the headstock there, just like it does on the 12th fret. This is a full-bore ESP guitar, but they market them differently. The ESPs that you see that say ESP on them are all custom shop. This is made in the same factory as the custom shop stuff. It's just they make more of them, so it's quote-unquote mass-produced, right? But really the big differences between this and an ESP with on the headstock is the finish and some of the hardware. That's really the only difference in my opinion. But this has awesome hardware on it and has pretty cool finish too, as far as I'm concerned. So that kind of covers the things I don't like about it. What do I love about it? Just about everything else. It just plays fantastically. The pickups sound great. That in clean, they sound kind of weird. But I'm going to let you hear it in a second in a mix. When you put some overdrive on there, it's like, wow, it screams. So the neck is awesome, like I said. I love ebony fretboard. I love the big block inlays. This kind of got a cool shape to it. I love the black hardware, right? So that's all pretty cool. It's a pretty cool guitar. Let's listen to it in a mix. So I usually use this, or almost always use this, for lead in any of my recordings. So listen to this, and that's this guitar. So there you have it, some really screaming tones out of this thing, in my opinion anyway. Okay, the Gibson SG Modern. What do I love and hate about it? I already did a video about this guitar, but I'll take a little different angle at it this time, and I'd say if I were a traditionalist, I'm not so sure if I'd be crazy about it. If I were a purist, I'd probably hate it. Because they took the SG and it's not an SG, now it's a hybrid. It's half Les Paul, it's half SG. You know, really, what is it? Make up my mind. It's like a schizophrenic guitar. But the traditionalist in me says, you know, why not? Why not? They still make the traditional SGs, so what's wrong with a different type of SG? That's all right, and that's kind of my opinion. I'm like a traditionalist. I'm not really so much a purist, though in some things I guess I am. But in this sort of thing, no. I think it's a really cool idea. And I really love the idea of the burst buckers splitting into P90s. That's really what sold me on this guitar. I really love the idea of that. All right, guys, let's listen to this really quickly. So there you have it, guys. There they are, both in the mix. Let us know in the comments what you think about either one of them or both of them or whatever. What do you think about hybrid guitars? What's your opinion? We really do appreciate you guys joining us. Make sure you leave a comment, give us a like, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And we will see you next video.